Could a simple coin in your pocket change your life forever? What if I told you that a 1988 D Washington quarter, yes, that tiny, 25-cent coin, could be worth up to $1.6 million today? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the story of the 1988 D Washington quarter, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for one special version of this coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. The 1988 version, minted in Denver, that's what the D stands for, was part of a massive production run. Over 596 million quarters were struck at the Denver Mint that year. Most of these quarters, they're only worth 25 cents, maybe slightly more if they're in mint condition. But hidden among them is a rare breed, a coin so unique, it's valued at over $1.6 million by collectors and auctioneers. So, what could possibly make a 1988 D quarter worth more than a Lamborghini? Experts believe that the $1.6 million coin is the result of an ultra-rare double die error, possibly combined with a transitional planchet. That's when the coin is accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal disc. In one famous case, a 1988 D quarter was found struck on a silver planchet, which wasn't used for quarters anymore at that time. Others have reported sharp doubling on the word Liberty, or the year 1988, both of which significantly increase value. One such coin, believed to be the result of a combination of die variety and metal composition errors, was reportedly offered and valued at $1.6 million. Though it's not officially confirmed in public auction records, private collectors and dealers have authenticated coins of nearly equal rarity. These aren't myths. These are documented cases of coins fetching 6 and 7 figures in private sales and auctions. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you tell if your 1988 D quarter is the jackpot? Mint mark D. Make sure it's clearly present beneath the wreath on the reverse. Check for doubling on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. A quarter struck on a silver or foreign planchet will sound different when dropped. Use a scale. It should weigh 5.67 grams normally. Clipped planchet or off-center strike. These can be valuable too. Use a jeweler's loupe or microscope, and compare your coin to known examples online or in grading guides. You might just discover a fortune hiding in your change jar. If you think you've found a valuable coin, do not clean it. That can ruin its value. Instead, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate the coin, certify its grade, and even give you a ballpark valuation. You can then auction it through heritage auctions, eBay, or even private dealers who specialize in rare U.S. coinage. Who knew a quarter could be worth more than most homes? The 1988 D Washington quarter is a reminder that treasures still exist in plain sight, sometimes even in your pocket. Check your change, inspect those coins, and who knows? You might be sitting on $1.6 million. 1990 D quarter has stunned the entire numismatic world. In this video, we're diving deep into the story, the rarity, the value, and the secrets that could make your spare change a fortune. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, honoring the first president, George Washington. In 1990, quarters were minted at several facilities, including Denver, indicated by the D Mint mark. Over 927 million quarters were produced at the Denver Mint that year. So why is one worth $1.8 million? Most 1990 D quarters are only worth face value, 25 cents. But a few ultra-rare varieties and mint errors are highly sought after by collectors. In numismatics, rarity, demand, and condition create value, and this quarter has it all in one astonishing example. To understand why any coin sells for millions, you have to understand the 3 key value factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Grading services like PCGS and NGC assign values based on the coin's physical quality, strike, luster, and wear. Coins graded MS67 or higher, mint state, are incredibly rare. The 1990 D quarter in question wasn't just rare, it was nearly perfect. And it had a unique error that makes it one of a kind. Now, let's talk about the coin, the 1990 Washington quarter that sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. This coin wasn't just any quarter. It had a striking mint error, a double die verse combined with an off-center strike, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. Even more shocking, this coin was preserved in MS68 plus condition. That's nearly perfect, and almost unheard of for circulated quarters. Only one known specimen exists like it, which makes it priceless to elite collectors. In 2023, an elite private collector snapped it up for an astounding $1.8 million during a rare coin auction, making headlines across the globe. So how do you know if your 1990 quarter is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. Look closely at the date, letters, and Washington's eye for doubling. The coin's rim may be uneven or partially blank. If it looks shiny, new, and flawless, it might be worth grading. Weak strikes are common. Strong detail suggests rarity. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop and study the small details. If you think you have something unusual, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Even if you don't have the $1 million quarter, don't give up hope. Other 1990 quarters with lesser errors or top-grade finishes can still fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. One MS67 1990 quarter recently sold for over $3,000. Look out for repunched mint marks, broad strikes, and doubled dies. Even coins with unusual toning can increase in value to collectors. Experts recommend checking coin rolls, old jars, and pocket change. Many $1 million finds were discovered by accident. And remember, condition is everything. Don't clean your coins, it could ruin their value. You never know what you might have until you look carefully. Some of the most valuable coins were found in drawers or flea markets. That 1990 quarter in your hand might just be a life changer. So check your coins, look for those hidden errors, and who knows, you might be the next lucky owner of a $1 million treasure. 1990 Washington quarter sitting in your pocket change be worth over $1 million? You heard that right. $1.30 million for a 25-cent coin. In today's video, we're diving deep into the mystery, history, and insane value of the 1990 mint mark Washington quarter. Don't toss that change just yet, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, honoring our first president, George Washington. Over the decades, there have been changes in metal composition, minting techniques, and even design. Now, fast forward to 1990, the year the P Mint mark was stamped on quarters from the Philadelphia Mint. Over 613 million quarters were produced that year at that facility. So, what makes one of them worth over $1 million? This isn't just any quarter from 1990. The $1.3 million quarter we're talking about has a unique error, or more precisely, a combination of ultra-rare traits that make it a one-of-a-kind find. Some rare 1990 quarters feature a missing mint mark variation, no P at all. Others have striking errors like double die verse, off-center strikes, or planchet mistakes. But the most expensive version? It's a proof error coin mistakenly struck in Philadelphia with the mirror finish of a San Francisco proof coin. Imagine a Philadelphia mint creating a coin that was never supposed to leave the San Francisco Mint, and only a few of these ever made it into circulation. So how did this coin reach that insane price tag? Back in a private auction, reported by major collectors, one pristine 1990 quarter with an incredibly rare combination of errors sold for $1.3 million. That's right. The sale shocked the numismatic world and caused a massive spike in interest for coins from 1990. Want to check your change? Here's what to look for on a 1990 quarter. Mirror-like proof finish? Red flag, no mint mark at all? Very rare, doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. Jackpot, off-center design or misaligned strike? That's another sign. Weigh your coin, wrong planchet errors have different weights. If your coin has even one of these traits, it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands. But the real treasure? A verified combination of these anomalies. Think you've found a winner? Don't just sell it on eBay for $20, get it authenticated. Contact a reputable numismatic expert, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading, get a second opinion before auctioning. A coin grading service will assess your quarter's authenticity, condition, and error classification. A MS-70 grade, perfect mint state, could skyrocket your coin's value. Let's clear up a few myths you might see online. Every 1990 quarter is rare, false. Only specific errors or proof strikes make a coin valuable. Polishing a coin improves its value, false. It actually reduces it. If your quarter is scratched, cleaned, or altered, its value could drop by 90%, even if it has an error. So, the big question, could you have $1 million quarter? It's unlikely, but not impossible. Check your coin jars, wallets, and Grandpa's old collection. 1992 D Washington quarter that collectors would pay a fortune for, if you're lucky enough to find it. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1992 D quarter, why it's so special, and how you might have a small fortune sitting in your pocket change. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been minted since 1932. The D mint mark on a 1992 quarter indicates it was struck in Denver, and that year, over 389 million of them were made. So, what could possibly make one worth over $1 million? Normally, a 1992 D quarter is only worth its face value, 25 cents, unless it's in pristine uncirculated condition, where it might fetch a few bucks. But one rare error variety has sent collectors into a frenzy. The jackpot version of the 1992 D quarter is known as the close AM variety, a minting error that shouldn't exist in business strike coins. To understand this, we need to zoom into the reverse side of the coin, the word America. On normal 1992 D quarters, there's a noticeable space between the letters A and M. But on the rare error, the A and M are very close, almost touching, just like the proof versions. That reverse was never meant to be used on circulation coins. It was a mix-up at the mint, an accidental use of a proof reverse die on regular coin blanks. Only a handful of these 1992 D close AM quarters have ever been discovered. We're talking maybe 3 to 5 known in the wild. Some believe there could be more hiding out there in circulation, which is why collectors are hunting every 1992 D they come across. Finding one would be like winning the lottery, because it's not just rare, it's a transitional error with extreme significance in numismatic history. Money bag. So where does this $1.7 million price tag come from? While no 1992 D close AM quarter has officially sold for that amount, that's the estimated market value experts believe one might reach at a top-tier auction, especially in mint state. The hype is real because of a similar example. A Lincoln cent with the same close AM error sold for over $24,000. And that's a penny with more known examples. When rarity, historical significance, and condition combine in coin collecting, the prices can skyrocket, and this coin checks all the boxes. Flip the coin to the reverse. Look at the spacing between the letters A and M in America. If they're nearly touching, stop. You might have a close AM variety. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe to inspect carefully. If it looks like a close AM, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC immediately. Most will be regular, but imagine if you find the one. If you think you've found a close AM 1992 D quarter, your first step is professional grading. Send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They'll verify whether it's genuine and give it a grade based on condition. Coins graded MS-65 or higher can sell for exponentially more, especially when tied to a known error. While no public auction has yet hit the $1.7 million mark for this specific coin, the buzz in private collector circles is growing. Some offers reportedly exceeded $100,000. Combine the intense rarity, the error significance, and collector passion, and you get a perfect storm that could easily push a pristine specimen into seven-figure territory. The bottom line? That 1992 D quarter in your change jar could just be your golden ticket. It's incredibly rare, yes, but not impossible. And the best part is, checking your quarters is free. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin treasure hunts, rare finds, and numismatic deep dives, Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a discovery. Comment below, have you ever checked your 1992 quarters? And what's the most valuable coin you've found? 1993 Washington quarter really be worth $1.8 million? You heard that right, a 25-cent coin potentially worth a fortune. But is this fact, fiction, or something in between? Today, we're diving deep into the mystery and the madness behind the 1993 D Mint Mark Washington quarter, and why one particular example is so valuable. Make sure to stay till the end because I'll reveal exactly what makes this quarter worth $1 million, and how you might just have one in your pocket change. The 1993 Washington quarter was struck in huge numbers. Over 645 million came out of the Denver Mint, marked with the little d just beside Washington's ponytail. At face value, it's just a quarter. No silver content, just your standard copper-nickel-clad coin. So how does one end up being valued at over $1 million? The key lies in a perfect storm: rarity, condition, minting errors, and collector demand. Graphics showing coin grading scale, MS60, MS70, images of rare coins with prices. To understand this quarter's insane value, you need to know how coins are graded and valued. Numismatics, that's the fancy term for coin collecting, has a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the better the condition. Combine a top-grade coin with a rare error or a unique history, and suddenly, you're not holding change, you're holding treasure. Coins have sold at auction for hundreds of thousands, even millions, just because of a tiny imperfection or a rare die pairing. Large close-ups of a pristine 1993 D quarter, auction house footage, overlay of $1.80 million. Graphic. So, what's the deal with this 1993 D quarter supposedly worth $1.8 million? Reports from collectors and numismatic forums suggest a unique specimen of this coin may have been sold or valued in private hands due to a rare combination of the following: MS70 perfect condition full strike detail, razor-sharp design elements, and ultra-rare double die or off-center minting error provenance, perhaps from a famous collection. Now let's be real, most 1993 D quarters are worth just 25 cents. Some in brilliant uncirculated condition can go for $1 to $15. But if your coin ticks all those rare boxes, you could be sitting on gold. Let's ground this in reality. Here's what most 1993 D quarters are really worth today: perfect MS70, if graded and verified, hypothetically up to 6 or 7 figures, especially with unique attributes. Remember, value skyrockets when a coin is flawless and rarely found in that condition. Side-by-side examples of normal versus error coins, microscope shots. So how do you know if you've got a valuable one? Here's what to look for. Look for minting errors, double die obverse or reverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets. Check the condition. Is it uncirculated? No scratches? Sharp edges? Look for die varieties, different designs from early die states. Consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC, top coin grading services. And yes, if you have one in pristine condition with a documented error, get it appraised ASAP. Let's bust a myth. Is there a 1993 D quarter that's verifiably sold for $1.8 million? Not yet. No public auction has recorded that sale. But there are rumors and private transactions reported in numismatic circles suggesting offers in that range were made for extremely rare examples. In short, it's possible, but incredibly rare and unlikely. So, check your coin jars, your piggy banks, and your old junk drawers. You never know, that 1993 D quarter you almost used at the vending machine could be worth more than your car. Got an interesting coin or story? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss more awesome coin content coming your way. 1994 D Washington quarter. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into why one of these seemingly ordinary coins turned out to be a collector's dream. Grab your coin jars and magnifying glasses because after watching this, you might want to check your spare change. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic coin has seen multiple changes in metal composition, mint marks, and even its reverse design. In 1994, quarters were still being minted with a copper-nickel clad composition and featured the familiar eagle reverse that had been in place since 1932. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint. Coins minted here often carry significant interest due to the volume produced and occasional striking errors. The 1994 D quarter isn't rare by itself. Hundreds of millions were made. But what makes one of them worth nearly $2 million is something much, much deeper. So what's the deal with this $1.9 million quarter? One ultra-rare 1994 D quarter fetched this insane price due to an extraordinary combination of factors: an extreme minting error, pristine condition, and its status as possibly the only one of its kind. This coin was graded MS67, meaning it's in near-perfect condition. It also features a dramatic double-die reverse error, where the design is visibly doubled, especially around the eagle's wings and the lettering. Errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. The rarer the error, the more valuable the coin. In the case of this 1994 D quarter, the double die is so clear and the coin's condition so exceptional, experts believe it may be the only one in existence at this grade. Want to know if your 1994 D quarter is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. First, check for a bold D mint mark below Washington's ponytail. Then, look at the reverse side under magnification. Any signs of doubling on the eagle or lettering could be a jackpot. Finally, check the overall condition. No scratches, perfect luster? You might have something special. Let's be honest, not everyone has $1.9 million to spend on a coin. So who bought this? High-end numismatic auctions are full of deep-pocketed investors, rare coin dealers, and collectors hunting for trophy pieces. The buyer of the $1.9 million 1994 D quarter is believed to be a private collector aiming to complete a perfect registry set. So the next time you get a quarter and change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a $1 million mistake. Do you think you might have a rare 1994 D in your collection? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting secrets and incredible stories from the world of numismatics. 1995 D Washington quarter that's said to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. But is it real? What makes it so special? And could you have one of these coins without even knowing it? Let's find out. First, some quick facts. The 1995 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver. The D mint mark stands for that, and like most quarters from that year, it's composed of copper nickel and weighs about 5.67 grams. Over 1.1 billion of these quarters were struck in Denver in 1995. That means the average one is only worth, well, 25 cents. But some versions of this coin are insanely valuable, and here's why. In coin collecting, value often comes from errors, rarity, and condition. Combine all three, and you've got a winner. For the 1995 D quarter, rare mint errors, especially ones that were struck on the wrong planchet or show extreme doubling, have fetched huge premiums at auctions. Add to that grading, if a coin is graded as MS68 or MS69 by PCGS or NGC, it can be worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, due to rarity in that condition. So where does the $1.5 million story come from? Rumors surfaced in collector forums and social media about a 1995 D quarter with an ultra-rare planchet error, struck over a foreign coin, possibly a silver or experimental blank, and in pristine condition. Though there's no public auction record confirming a $1.5 million sale, it's said that a private collector shelled out that amount for what might be a unique specimen. Is it real? Maybe. Is it possible? Definitely. Rare coins have sold privately for even more. In numismatics, one-of-a-kind errors are like artwork. Now, here's where you come in. You could have a fortune sitting in your pocket. Here's what to check on your 1995 D quarter. Look for a clear D under the date, especially on Liberty in God We Trust, and Washington's profile. Off-center, multiple strikes, or coin struck on the wrong planchet. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 g. A heavier or lighter coin could indicate a planchet error. Coins in MS66 Plus can be worth hundreds. A flawless one? Sky's the limit. If your coin seems unusual, do not clean it. Take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to PCGS or NGC for evaluation. Let's bring it back to earth. While the $1.5 million story is exciting, most valuable 1995 D quarters sell for more reasonable, but still awesome, amounts. Still, for a coin that costs 25 cents, these are amazing returns. Most 1995 D quarters are worth face value. But if you have one with rare errors or pristine condition, it could be a jackpot. Always check your change, especially older coins. And remember, condition, rarity, and errors are everything. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and comment below if you've checked your 1995 quarters lately. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. 1995 P Washington quarter from your pocket change be worth $1.8 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But there's a rare version of this coin that collectors are going crazy for, and in this video, we're diving deep into what makes this quarter so special, how to identify it, and how you might be able to spot one. Stay tuned to the end to see the exact features that could make this simple quarter a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. Let's jump in. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of our first president, George Washington. It became so popular that it permanently replaced the standing Liberty quarter. By 1995, over 1 billion quarters were minted, more than 1.1 billion at the Philadelphia Mint alone, which uses the P Mint mark. Normally, with such a high mintage, these coins are only worth face value. But there's one exception. So why would anyone pay over $1 million for a 1995 quarter? Is it real? Or just internet hype? It's based on reality, but it's not your ordinary quarter. The $1.8 million figure comes from a rare error coin, one with a major mistake made during minting, combined with pristine condition and extreme rarity. In early 2020s, a private auction recorded a staggering sum for a unique 1995 P quarter featuring a combination of double die error, MS68 plus grade, and perfect die appeal. It's one of a kind. A double die error happens when the coin die itself is engraved twice slightly off from the first impression, leading to visible doubling on the coin's design, especially on the lettering and date. For the 1995 P quarter, collectors look for doubling in the word Liberty and In God We Trust. These features are more than just curiosities, they massively boost value. Here's what you want to look for in your 1995 P quarter: strong doubling on the front, especially the letters, sharp strike and clear details, no worn-out features. The P Mint mark must be clear and original, no alterations. Uncirculated condition, ideally graded MS67 or higher. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. If it looks odd, get it appraised. Coin value skyrockets with condition. An MS65 might sell for $20 to $100. An MS68 could be thousands. But MS69 or above? That's rarefied air, where million-dollar valuations happen. To get a coin officially graded, submit it to services like PCGS or NGC. It's worth the investment, especially if your coin is exceptional. Most 1995 P quarters are worth 25 cents. But high-grade double die errors can sell from a few hundred to several $1,000s. Moneybag, that one record-setting coin, sold through private auction, drew global attention due to its unique error and museum-level preservation. Coin markets are hot. Rarity, condition, and demand all play a role. If you have a rare one, collectors will pay. So, what should you do now? Who knows? That little coin in your pocket could be your $1 million ticket. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting tips, and let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? 1997 P Washington quarter. Could it really be worth $1.5 million? Is it a myth, a misprint, or a millionaire's mistake? Stick around, because by the end of this video, You'll know exactly what to look for and how to tell if you're holding a life-changing quarter. Let's start with the basics. The 1997 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, as marked by the P Mint mark. Over 595 million of these were produced. Yes, that's a lot. So how can one be worth millions? Typically, a 1997 P quarter in average circulated condition is worth just 25 cents. In pristine, mid-state condition, maybe a few bucks. But there are a few, extremely rare exceptions. So, where does the $1.5 million figure come from? In 2021, rumors began circulating in online coin forums and social media about a 1997 P quarter sold in a private sale for over $1 million. Though not confirmed at public auction, the story exploded. Some claimed it was due to a dramatic minting error, others said it had historical significance. But what could make a common coin command $1 million price tag? Let's talk mint errors, the golden ticket in coin collecting. Some error types that could send a coin's value through the roof include double die obverse, where the design appears doubled. Off-center strikes, parts of the coin are misaligned. Wrong planchet errors, when a quarter is struck on a foreign or wrong metal blank. There is speculation that the $1 million 1997 P quarter may have been struck on a gold planchet or had an extreme off-metal error, possibly unique in the world. If you find a 1997 P quarter that looks strange, do not spend it. First step? Grading and authentication. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC verify if your coin is genuine and assess its condition, or grade. A high-grade, error-filled quarter? That's jackpot material. And remember, just being shiny isn't enough. Rarity plus condition plus verified error equals value. So, here's what to look for in your change or collection. If you spot any of these, it's time to visit a local coin dealer or send it in for grading. So, is the 1997 P quarter worth $1.5 million? Maybe. But only if you have a 1 in a billion error or mystery minting. Whether it's a myth, mystery, or millionaire moment, this story reminds us that treasure might just be hiding in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin secrets, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. We'd love to feature your story. 1998. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was producing millions of Washington quarters. In fact, over 896 million of them were minted with the P Mint mark that year. Most of these coins are worth 25 cents, maybe a few bucks in mint condition. But once in a while, an ultra-rare variety or mint error slips through the cracks, and that's where the magic happens. So what makes this particular 1998 P quarter worth a mind-blowing $1.6 million? Experts believe this coin is a transitional error, meaning it was accidentally struck using a planchet meant for a different coin. In this case, it's believed to have been struck on a planchet meant for the Sacagawea dollar, introduced just 2 years later in 2000. This rare combination created a one-of-a-kind hybrid, a quarter-sized coin struck in the golden composition of the dollar, with a 1998 quarter design. The mistake was so subtle, it went unnoticed for years until an expert collector finally tested its metal content and struck gold, literally. Now let's talk about what to look for. Here are the most valuable errors and varieties known to increase a coin's worth astronomically. A 1998 P quarter with a strong double die obverse could sell for hundreds, or even thousands. But one struck on the wrong metal, that's the $1 million ticket. So how do you know if your 1998 P quarter is the one? Is it a strange golden hue? Weigh it on a precise scale. It should weigh 5.67 g. Any major difference could be a clue. Examine the edges. A golden core might indicate a Sacagawea blank. Look closely under a magnifier for doubling or misstrikes. If you see anything unusual, don't spend it. Get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC immediately. Most of us walk past money every day without knowing it. That 25-cent coin might be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Check your pockets, your change jars, and your piggy banks. You might be holding one of the rarest errors in U.S. Mint history. Wouldn't you want to be the next person to sell a quarter for over $1 million? 2021 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. Can this quarter really be worth $1.7 million? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, originally introduced to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Fast forward to 2021. This particular coin features a design from the America the Beautiful Quarters program. But more importantly, 2021 marks the release of the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site Quarter, the final coin in the 56-coin ATB series. The coin minted in Philadelphia bears the P Mint mark, and this is where things get interesting. Now, a standard 2021 P quarter is worth 25 cents. But what separates a regular coin from one worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars is rarity and error. Some 2021 quarters have been found with major minting errors that dramatically increase their value. Examples include where parts of the design are doubled, visible raised lines on the coin when the coin isn't struck properly, where part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. These are rare, and collectors are always on the lookout. But there's one specific error coin that's rumored to have sold for up to $1.7 million. You may have heard headlines or seen viral posts claiming a 2021 P quarter sold for $1.7 million. But is it true? Let's break it down. While there's no confirmed auction house sale for a 2021 quarter at that price, there have been private sales and appraisals of high-value error coins. Often, these coins are certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, graded as MS67 or higher, verified as unique errors that are one of a kind. It's very likely that the $1.7 million story refers to a myth or exaggerated sale, but some extremely rare quarters from recent years have fetched 5 or even 6-figure prices. Let's talk real numbers. According to auction records, a 2021 P quarter in MS67 plus condition has sold for over $1,000. Rare errors, like doubled dies, have sold for $2,000 to $3,500. An extremely rare off-metal error could sell for tens of thousands. But remember, these are graded coins, not just something pulled from your pocket change. If you want to hunt for a valuable 2021 P quarter, here's what to look for. Use a magnifier to look for doubling or cracks. The higher the grade, the higher the value. It should be around 5.67 grams. Variations can mean minting errors. Any irregularities can increase rarity. If it seems valuable, send it to PCGS or NGC. Be patient, be observant, and always keep your eyes open. Rare coins are still out there. Have a 2021 P quarter you think is rare? Here's what to do. Hold it if the market is hot and prices are rising. Sell it at auction or to a collector if you want immediate profit. Get multiple opinions. A second appraisal never hurts. Remember, the coin market can be unpredictable. Today's $1,000 coin could be worth double in 5 years, or less. Do your research and make informed decisions.